just whooped me up and down with that message, but I know that it was for me. I mean, I laugh about it, but I mean, anybody that's ever met me has heard me admit that I'm a cave dweller. And I have sometimes worn that proudly because, you know, I'm just a person that I really do enjoy my own company, and it's something the Lord gave me because I always wanted to be accepted by people and always was chasing after the acceptance of people and just could never be alone. But now I've kind of gone the opposite way where I'm just like, oh, Lord, I love being by myself and this is great. But, you know, that cave, if you stay in it long enough, it'll be a grave. And the Lord told me that you stay in that cave too long and it'll turn into your grave. And it'll be like the 5 kings that, you know, were caught in the slime pit and they went and rolled a stone right over them. And, you know, here they thought they were hiding out from their enemy. And lo and behold, the children of Israel came and rolled that cave right over those men, and they died in that cave. And I don't want that for my life. And I told the Lord that today. I don't want that for my life. I don't want to die in a cave. And, you know, the cave was needed at a time because it was a place of comfort. But you can't stay in a place of comfort always. You have to grow. You have to change. And, you know, just like you said, Leslie, with that song, Change Me, O Lord, I am willing to be changed. There is 2 things I want to say. I was in prayer about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I, just like with you, Pastor, I said, Lord, I am so sorry. I was just praying about trusting him and like, Lord, I know I should trust you, but, you know, it's just so hard for me to trust you, and I'm so sorry about that because you've been so good to me. And the Lord said to me, and it was just like an audible voice in my room, and he said, no, it's harder for you not to trust me. Look at how much energy you have to spend trusting in the arm of the flesh. Look at how hard you must work to survive and make it because you won't trust me and are determined to do it your way. And he said that to me, and I just broke and I just cried, and I said, Lord, I don't even know how to give it to you. I can say I'll give it to you, and I can say I'm going to trust you, and I can say that you're Lord of my life. I said, I don't even know how to take my hand off of things and to put it truly in your hands and to not worry about things, and not even in the sense of worrying like, oh, how is this going to happen? But just that need to have control, to just know the next step, to know what's going to happen. And the scripture came to me, and the Lord said, take my yoke upon you. If you won't take the yoke, you'll never have rest, because he said, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And I remember Pastor preached a message about this. I think it was even probably last year, but he talked about the yoke, and he said, you know, when you have a yoke of oxen, you've got 2 oxen. Who do you think that other person in the yoke is? That's Jesus. He's that other person in the yoke with you. You're not in that yoke by yourself. When he says, take my yoke upon you, he's not just putting a yoke on you and you're in there by yourself. He's in there. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you, Rita. I apologize. I'm getting with my hands. I apologize. I'm not having to do this by myself. He's right there with me. And these are basic things. These are things we all know. These are things we've all heard. But sometimes you just live in life and you're just doing your thing, and you're going through the motions of saying you believe in God and trusting in God and praying, but you're not really yoked.